Hello and welcome to maybe not episode, this might just be a one-shot, but I wanted to explain, tell a little bit about the update 2 of Timberborn. I have played a little bit of the first part of the update on here, but they've made some changes and broke some things about my city, so I rebuilt a city here, playing around with some of the new features, and I wanted to go over them, give them a little overview and some of the uses of them. So, the update's called the Golems update. So these guys are one of the big things to change. It's having these robotic beavers that are able to do tasks for you 24/7 besides when they have to charge up. These ones charge up by getting wound up. The other beaver faction, the Folktales, they run their beavers off of biofuel. So far, I've preferred the Iron Tooth beavers a lot better, because those ones, basically, they break after, like 70 days now. So it's a number of cycles, but these ones, after 30 days, you just repair them with a repair kit, and they carry on, so you don't have to run all your manufacturing buildings, which they have changed here. They've made them stackable, but you don't have to run these all the time. Once you have your set of beavers, unless one breaks, unless it like dies without getting repaired, which is probably an issue with your repairs and repair kit makers, then you don't have to replace them. They just be like this spot, this town up here. I have it the mine completely running off of robotic beavers. So if you look at this here, there are 10 beavers here, 10 robotic beavers, no others, no living beavers. So you don't need food. I mean, there's some food still sitting here from previous. Yeah, there's like some carrots and potatoes from previously here, and some medicine. That's a new thing, by the way. Some of that's still sitting here from when I did have living beavers here, but now it's completely run off of the robotic beavers. They have their control towers to give them the ability to function. Basically, without this, they run really slow and don't work very well. And you can also boost some of their activities, whether in construction or cooking or metalworking or something. So I have this one boost with metalworking, and it uses science to do so, to do that work. Another thing I love about the Iron Tooth is their science production here. The number cruncher does not require beavers to operate it. It's basically just a big mechanical calculator that gets science points just with power. So that was a really nice change, and with the ability to use science to operate these robotic beavers. Okay, that guy should be, this is him broken right now. He should go to repair quick here, right? Gotta go to repair kit. Should be one going, yep. Okay, that guy's going. Might need another repairing station here just to make sure that they actually get to a repair station. Let's do that quick before I carry on here. Gonna run this down here. Something like that. Put some platforms up. Get this repair station, maintenance station. All of these robotic stuff are all under the science tab. I guess makes sense because they use science for things, but powering them, but I don't know if it totally makes sense. Another new addition in one of the later, release 2 of Update 3, or Update 2, they added a lot more status effects. So previously they had some just kind of a injury when a golem broke and was spewing stuff out or something, you'd get injured, but now they have some different status effects, and one of them, these guys are injured, so they're in a medical bed, and that slowly goes down. They reduce the walking speed and refuses to work. You also have status effects like wet fur, protecting them from overheating, because in the dry season they can overheat and slow down their work. But using like the Lido or the showers allows them to cool off, get that wet fur. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, they get the wet fur and they get a little walking speed boost. Let's see, they have also changed some of the like monuments to boost certain activities like construction speed and water handling. Or here, walking speed and science speed. And the last one there, life expectancy and assembly speed. So they've done some changes to that. Yeah, here, the Lido gives them swimming speed, which is cool. They're able to swim through water faster. And yeah, so here you're not seeing any of the negative status effects. I mean, these guys have, if they're not having control signal, it's like minus 75% walking and working speed, and energy is way down. They do get, the Iron Teeth bots here do get a bonus to woodworking and metalworking, so it's great to utilize them in industry. Good. That guy's working. Keep making repair kits here. Oh, another, you can see a robot died. And so they're getting pollution poisoning. Reduces their walking and working speed. So, not so great, but they can shower that off. This one will reduce the poisoning pollution. I know it kind of has an arrow going up, but that means it's making it a positive thing. And yeah, we had a bunch die. Okay, everybody's going to be working slowly for a bit. Yeah, that's the issue with not having enough repair stations is they will die and just cause a bad time. Yeah. They're taking showers and getting rid of their pollution there. So yeah, that's some of the new things. This is another cool thing though. Just this update, they added power storage through gravity storage here. So you have these big weights, you put them up high on a cliff, and they give you horsepower per hour. Kind of funny, but yeah, just to store that intermittent power, like when the water's not running and stuff. So this you can see we just ended a drought into the wet season, and these things are climbing now. But they were able to keep everything operating and powered during the dry season. Now, if you're doing the folk tales, then their wind power is quite intermittent, so it sometimes blowing, sometimes not. So these will help really well for that stuff. I mean, this is just the wet season, dry season intermittency. I do have some big wheels. I don't know if these were in the later this update too. I think they might be, but having big wheels there, and then I had started with these little ones. But total got big generation, so these guys are charging up. I'll just give a quick tour here of the city. I've got some water storage up here, and I'm actually blasting out. Let's go under. Blasting this deeper so that their 6 deep water pumps can actually have extra water to pump, because in the dry seasons this has been draining. So I'd like to be able to have that full. We've got this. This is the Helix Mountain, by the way. So you've got this big spiral of water, which makes it a little challenging, because when the dry season ends, this takes a really long time to go down there before you get water here. So it's a really good idea on this map to access this small source for most of your water, because it will immediately start flowing after the wet season starts. So, just a quick tip there. Let's see. Oh, I don't need you operating. Yeah. just pause these if you don't have robots around that area. Right now I'm just focusing these robots on manufacturing. So, and because of that, I think I might want to make a few more golems. Because they're, turn all these on, you have to make chassis, limbs, and heads, and put them together just as one of each of those per one of these machines. Seems to be, they're all like ratioed out already, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's see, what else do I want to show here? They got lots of living beavers in this colony, and a few over in this separate colony here too. Though I don't have any new baby beavers coming to this colony, so not so good. But we're also not doing much in this colony besides maybe farming some trees. Until we need to build more water wheels here, which, because of this length of river, I should be able to get a lot in, and each one of these is making like 1400 power during the peak flow of the river here. So we also have this extra flow here, because I wasn't quite sure building this if this much flow and from this side too would be too much for a too wide, too tall channel here. So I had this, and it does look like this keeps filling up with water, so it does look like there was some extra that might overflow this if I'm not careful, and I've got some buildings down here. So most is up here though. You might ask why this guy is up on stilts here. It's because when I first built this district, none of these walls were in here directing this water flow. I just had it like flowing over the whole cliff here. And so to build this, I had to build some stilts. Just accessing from this city, build the stilts so I could place that and start the city from that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Got a bunch of storage along the mountain. This was an interesting thing I did. I decided to do like a mixed planting of things. So this is all the like tapper shack collecting stuff. They added dandelions to the collector things to collect there. They're used for medicine to help speed up the healing of injuries. Often I've seen injuries come from like working in the mines or machinery, or the woodcutters will come in with injuries sometimes and need to sit in the beds there, sit in these medical beds. They get medicine from this healer. One thing to note though for the healer, it's not just for making the medicine, they also distribute it to the beds. So if you build medical beds in another district and just send over medicine, you can see we've got 30 medicine in this district, but the beds have none of it in there because the healer is not built. The healer is needed to distribute it to the medical beds. And so you don't just put the healers where you're manufacturing it, you have to put them where they're using it. Because you see here, got a healer here, but there's no dandelions up here in this district. The medical beds have medicine in them, so that was just, had to put that in quickly because when I did have regular beavers mining here, there's a lot of injuries that come out of the mine, so they were like all getting injured at once. Shutting down operations, so that's kind of why I switched this whole mining operation up here to just be the robotic beavers, because they can't get injured. I have yet to see whether they do, or they've implemented like an increased drop to durability, or if that's still just time based. But so far they seem to be doing good. They just have how many robots up here? There's 10 up here, so that seems to be just plenty for everything. Some guys in the hauling post, and there, couple in here to bring the scrap metal down to the city. Oh, we actually burned through all the scrap metal, so I need to, let's reduce the haulers. Increase the amount of guys mining, because I had like 4 mining in there, and we filled up all the scrap metal supplies. So I reduced it all the way down to 1, and that seems to be too little now. Um, but, I mean, we do have like 500 metal blocks in here. I've got a big warehouse filling up with 1,000. So, still good, but I do need to increase that metal supply a little bit. Okay, so how's that? We've got 5 extra robotic beavers for now. Let's see, anything, anywhere else I want to put them? Maybe I want to put some in paper making, but also it seems okay. Actually, do we have any extra paper? We don't really. Okay. Let's buy that and put a cog head in there. So we are using paper in both of these explosives factories. Yep, we got our lily pads and cattails growing here. Kind of like that, interspersing, intermixing them. You could just blanket it in there, but it is cool to have that. I had this little extra channel of water here just to make sure. So before I put these pumps up here, I was pumping this. I wanted to make sure it didn't drop too far, so... and this was too much water for this channel to do. I had some flooding over here, so I had to redirect it out this spot and then into here, and that's what eventually led me to build this place here. Let's see, am I ready to detonate here? I can detonate this. Whee! Okay, let's put some more in here. This is, let's see, how much reach do they have? They can build it over there. They have 7 explosives over there, so they should be able to build that. In total, they have like 37. Okay, yeah, we're using a lot of explosives still. But, yeah. Should be able to detonate this, and then might drop it down one more layer before getting these, breaking the pumps and dropping them down a bit. Including this one. But, yeah, so they're building there, that's good. Should be able to hold a decent amount of water here. Already this is quite a bit here, but this was draining dry during dry seasons, so make sure you can supply it. Yep. I'm not sure if I want to do anything further over here. I mean, you can see that I've played on here 22 cycles, so these trees have all filled up their areas, though it looks as though chestnut trees don't survive normal difficulty droughts. You can see here that they all the other trees survived the droughts, but because this area dries up, only a few that got water from here actually survived. So, just a thing to keep note of. Let's see. Increasing that. Keeping our robots repaired. I like to... One of the first robot jobs that I buy here is for the maintenance stations, so that they can keep up, because they take 12 hours, so half a day to repair a robot, and if, they start repairing the robot halfway through the day already, they're not going to finish before nighttime happens, and they're only going to be able to do 1 robot repair a day. But if you use a robot to repair a robot, then they can do 2 robots repaired per day, so it's twice as effective. Just because they don't take much of breaks besides quickly charging up or repairing every 30 days, so Yep. Yeah, I've got pretty much all the foods they're being fed here. Should have some maple pastries actually, because aren't I making them here? Yeah, we are making them, but some of them aren't eating them just yet. Let's see here, 26. Here. What is that? 143. But for food, yeah, maple pastries. Oh, 100 are eating them. Grilled chestnuts are struggling a bit. That's because I stopped. Or this is not enough chestnuts here. These little bit of trees there. I may actually, because I got space over here, do some more chestnut rows here. Let's plant some more chestnuts. Do that. Let's see, how are we doing on maple syrup? Not doing great on wheat flour. Maple syrup, we got that sap. Got lots of cattail stuff. Not seeing a lot of maple. Let's plant some more maples here too. Amongst here. Yeah, there we go. That should boost the production a little bit. Now this area does get a little bit dry, I think. Because they're I mean it shouldn't be too bad because this is keeping it green. I mean this keeping it green out to there, but this should keep it green out to here or so, so it should be close enough to be okay here. Pine sap, I think we're doing yeah, plenty of that. Not making that many treated planks. Just got one factory doing it, so. Yeah, these guys seem to like to hang out up here, which is just out of range of my my towers here. Kind of annoying, but they suddenly pop up there, but it's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, wheat is not doing nearly enough here. It's, do I wanna... Robots doing farming, maybe? No, it's probably okay. I just need to have another... Let's just put another farmhouse over here. Grow some extra wheat here. So we're using wheat for a lot of stuff. Bread, maple pastries. Is there another thing? That one does cattail flour. I think because it's both maple pastries and bread. The maple pastries aren't as efficient with the wheat as bread is for feeding. But it's okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little look at my city here. I'll probably just keep playing it off camera. Maybe I'll show later when they put another update, or maybe when they send another update, will switch over to Folktales and we'll play a game together. But either way, this was a little update and explanation of some of the things that they've added in Update 2. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you on Factorio or wherever. So, have a great day.